All right. All right, so this is actually not that bad comparing to the other models. No other model was able to actually produce a penguin. All right, so finally, Gemini 3 is here. And let me tell you, this is really good. To use it, it's pretty simple. You just need to select here, Gemini 3 Pro Preview. And then you can select the media resolution because it can generate images. You can select thinking level, and that's it. So let's test it. So first, I want to create a dot-to-dot puzzle game of a penguin. So let's see how it does. So this is the result. Here it is. Well, let's see if it works. So 1, 2, 3. It's going counterclockwise. I don't know why. But you know, this might look like a penguin. All right. All right, so this is actually not that bad comparing to the other models. No other model was able to actually produce a penguin. This kinda looks like a penguin, so I think this is a pass. And I'm gonna give score of 7 because it could be much better. Good start for the Gemini. Now let's make a 3D penguin simulation where the penguins get together when it's too cold. So this is the result. Here it is. Wow. Okay, so a little bit glitchy here on the penguins, but oh yes, so they get further apart when it's hot and they get closer when it's cold. So it works. It's pretty good. These are the best mountains I have seen in this test. And you have also some atmosphere. And it changes with the temperature. So pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a pass. I'm gonna give, I don't know, 8. Because the penguins were glitching a little bit. Let's make a dashboard to track my finances. So let's copy this. And this is the result. So I'm gonna download the file. And here it is. So I think it's complete. Everything I asked for apparently is here. So let's see if it works. So I'm gonna add some income in the beginning of the month. Let's name it test. It's gonna be a salary. Let's put $100. Let's see. Okay, so it's here. So apparently it's working. All right, so the graph here works. Perfect. So this one is a pass. Score of 10. Looking very good for the Gemini 3. Now, this is ridiculous because it's too simple. But let's build a calculator app using Python. And this is the result. All right, so this is the calculator. It looks pretty good. But let's see if it works. So 2 plus 2. It gives me the history, which is pretty good. 4. Okay, so it works and looks pretty good. So this is a pass, of course. And score of 10. Now this is the real test. No other model was able to do it perfectly. Let's create a photo editing app with Python. Okay, so this is the result. Let's see if it works. All right, so it gave me an error, but this error was actually my fault because it was using an updated version. I needed to do some stuff here to remove some files conflict. And after that, it worked. Look, it's here. And it looks pretty good, but let's see if it works. So this is my profile picture and let's try using the curve. Oh yes, it does work and doesn't crash. Let's try doing some hue and saturation. All right, so it does work. I can create a new layer, but I can't delete. All right, I can change the blending mode. Let's see the brush. So I can draw stuff. Yes, the opacity works pretty good. Let's see the text. All right, so the text also works. And the white balance color picker. It doesn't seem to do anything, but it didn't crash. I couldn't delete a layer and I couldn't use the white balance color picker, so I'm gonna give, I don't know, I'm gonna give 8 for this one. Now, this is pretty simple, but for some reason a lot of models failed this test, so let's try it. There are 2 penguins in front of a penguin, 2 penguins behind a penguin, and a penguin in the middle. How many penguins are there? The answer should be 3. So this is the result, and it's correct. 3. So this is a pass and score of 10. Looking pretty good for the Gemini. Now this should be pretty easy. Translation, and this is a Chinese text. Here is the translation, and it's correct. Passed, score of 10. Now Portuguese translation with colloquial language. This should be a little bit more difficult. So this is the translation, and actually it's pretty good. It's correct. Passed again, score of 10. Now, write me a story of a cyborg penguin trying to conquer the world. Okay, so this is the story. I won't read all of it. You can pause and read it if you want, but it's pretty easy to read and it has some pauses. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna give 10. Now, this is interesting because usually Chinese models are better at this prompt for some reason. It's a impersonation test. Now you are me and I am a girl you're trying to win over. We have never talked to each other before. We are chatting in a texting app like WhatsApp. Use natural language and some colloquial expressions to look believable. Say okay if you understood. The chatting begins after I say hi. So here it is. So it said first okay, so pretty good. And then it said, hey, honestly, I didn't know if you would reply since we haven't really talked before. How's your day going? How could I reply if he didn't say anything yet? Alright, but anyway, I'm fine, how yours? Very dry, kinda girl answer. Can't complain, just wrapping up some stuff over here, so finally getting to relax a bit. Gemini 3 must be working really hard right now. But hey, fine, it's a pretty safe answer. Doing anything fun or just bored out of your mind like the rest of us? I'm hungry. Oh, I felt that. Nothing worse than being hungry and texting. Okay, so this is not as good as the Chinese models for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna give 6 for this one. It's a pass. So the final score in my test for the Gemini 3 was 89 out of 100. This is very good. And this is the comparison against all of the other models I tested. And yes, it's on the first place. So Gemini 3 Pro Preview is currently the best model yet, at least according to my tests. Of course, this can vary a lot, but as you can see, it's pretty good. It beat GPT-5 and the other Geminis. Pretty nice, so let me know what you think and don't forget to subscribe.